Parents of Reddit, what are your kids currently attempting to hide from you? My 6-year-old got out of bed early on Sunday morning to sneak downstairs and steal Monopoly money from the bank in the unfinished game from the night before, which was left out on the table. And #X200B. Edit, when he becomes a teenager and starts acting like his generation invented the internet and everything and that old people are stupid, I'll show him this thread, smiley face. My kid would get up in the middle of the night and want a snack. He would sneak into the kitchen and eat a whole tomato except the little circle where it connected to the stem. He hid the little stem circles under whatever was on top of the trash and would go to sleep. We always made sure there were tomatoes for him. The Pez dispense is in his nightstand. He eats them in secret pretty sparingly, so I let it go. He's 6. Edit, he never eats them at bedtime and has a pretty strict teeth brushing schedule, so I'm not overly concerned about cavities. My kid is 5. She sneaks food under her blanket, wrapped snacks, for later and is always amazed when I find them. Edit, thanks for the concern guys, but as it's happened 3 times in a 12-month span, I'm certain that she does not have an eating disorder. She is also not overweight. Kids will be kids. My daughter, who's 9, thinks she's being crafty hiding a book under her pillow to read after bedtime. I've known for about a year and let her have half an hour secret reading time after she goes to bed. Bit harder to know if she's not reading after half an hour now. It's summer and she doesn't need to use a lamp, but I can tell if she's turned her lamp off in winter, smiley face. My 22-year-old son starts work at 6 o'clock a.m. He left the house at 6:30 and came back 30 minutes later. I think he got fired. Update, he went to work today. I asked him if he went to work yesterday and he said everything was locked up and they had changed the unloading schedule that day and didn't tell him. Himself. It's nearly bedtime. 2-year-old thinks I'll forget to put him to bed if he runs into another room for 30 seconds. When my son was 5, he stashed a bunch of blueberries under his pillow for later. Problem is, not only did they get squished night 1, but he forgot about them until we changed his sheets a few days later. Ugh. Death. He has a crush on the babysitter and tries to draw hearts to give to her. He also proposed. He is 6. Everybody's kids here are hiding books to read secretly. Mine's hiding in his bedroom trying to use a glue stick like lip balm. Our son, 9, is taking his marbles to school and screwing other kids out of their marbles. He's got a real hustle going on there. He's not allowed to take any toys to school, hence why he's hiding it. I checked his school backpack and found probably a kilogram worth of marbles in there. We are having a talk this afternoon. My 6-year-old is gobsmacked that I know about the rolling around on the floor instead of schoolwork. No idea the teacher can reach me anytime. My daughter throws her lettuce under the table for the dog to eat. The dog doesn't like lettuce. Conversation with daughter. Okay, so while I was changing your sister, did you finish dinner? Yes, daddy. All of it? Yes. So if I look in the garbage, I'm not going to find any of your dinner in there. Silence. My 4-year-old son is currently trying to hide that he pees his bed. His dad questioned him the other morning asking if he did and he said no. Even though we were holding his wet pants. When we asked whose pants they were, he said mummy's. Quote, we asked again if he peed his bed and he said, no, mommy did it. Little bastard. Edit, before I blow my brains out, the reason we asked is because he lies about everything. We are teaching him it is not okay to lie about things and he doesn't need to lie about it. Me and his dad both suffered from excessive bed wetting as a kid, so we know it is hard, embarrassing, not his fault. He's not always peeing in his sleep, a lot of the time he's doing it after he's already been awake. He's a kid, these things happen. Please stop trying to give advice on a fraction of a story of someone's life you know nothing about, thanks, smiley face. This was supposed to be just a fun snippet of a story that we still laugh about, especially with our son. My 4-year-old son just asked me how many coins I had on my desk. I said I didn't know. He said he counted 6. Fortunately, my teenager, 16, going on 17, doesn't try to hide much from me. She's a terrible liar and gets busted right away every time, so she just casually admits stuff these days. It's pretty great. However, she's been sneaking her boyfriend over to the house during the day while I'm at work and thinks I'm clueless. Girl, I know you eat a lot, but there's no way you're going through half a loaf of bread by yourself in one day. You also left his glass of water on the coffee table. My almost 2-year-old has started telling me crazy stories as if they are real. He recently told me that our dog rides a motorcycle to go play with her friends. Girlfriend's kids, 20 and 17, like to go work on the car together in the detached garage. Late at night. Yeah, pretty sure they're smoking weed. She likes to make them awkward by asking what they're up to. We see the 3 feet bong, you guys. To all the teenagers on here, your parents know more than you think and are also more ignorant than you think. The trick is, you won't know in which areas until they tell you, usually years later. Got a 12-year-old and I definitely know his Reddit account cause the little turd used my email to sign up. Must not have thought that one through. I'm too scared to look at it though. My 5-year-old daughter hides every time she poops. She starts by asking, "Am I wearing a diaper?" Quote. Then she loudly announces that she's going to hide over there. Quote. If I ask her if she's pooping, she screams at me, "Don't say those words. I'm just hiding." Quote. My kid Noah, 15, is trying to hide the fact that he's found a girlfriend. He thinks he's really smart by just saying he's going out to get food every now and then, but it's so easy to tell that he's going to see someone. Also, his girlfriend snitched on him. She told us that she liked him. My 16-year-old had a box of condoms with a price sticker from the dollar store in his backpack. He left it on my passenger seat and they fell out while I was shifting it to the back seat. I went and bought him a better brand and replaced them. We have never discussed it. If you like it and want to see more, please like the video and subscribe.